So now we are entering the common passage. So to begin with, I will explain you about the framing. So the framing, what you see here, is done in plywood, but to give that authentic, vibes, we wanted a rough, a aged wood kind of effect. So that is the reason why we've gone for this veneer. So what you see here is a veneer framing, and I've purposely gone for two arches because my client was very specific on having an arch-shaped passage. Along with that, because of this arch, what you see, the length is getting a bit magnified. You're seeing the presence of the passage is getting very highlighted because of the corner edges. We could have gone for a complete round, but then that could have shrunk the space. So instead of giving that vertical look, we have just gone for plain corners here so that the look is all amplified. So as we gradually move ahead, towards my left is a common bedroom, towards my right is the common washroom, and towards my back is the master bedroom. So the passage is not a very big one. It is a very nominal passage. So what I've done is here I have not gone for too many art decor. It is just two highlighters over here, which they already had in the previous house. In this house, majorly we have used the decor items, all which already were there with them. So here also you find just one small frame, and that's it. The color what I've maintained is it's one of my favorite. Uh, it's not pure white and it's not even ivory. So this is Morning Glory by Asian Paint, which I've used here. For the light also, what you see is the fall ceiling is just the flat fall ceiling, and it is just a basic light from Philips. We haven't gone for any fancy kind of light effect here because the taste of my client was very, very, very minimalistic and very, they wanted things the old school type. So we have tried to, give them what they wanted. So now we are entering the master bedroom. So here, this is again the main passage leading towards the master bedroom. Now the passage was a bit longish, and just to give a balance, not to overdo things, I have again gone for morning glory again in this bedroom as well. So this the walls, on my left, on my right, what you see are again morning glory. Paint is again by Asian Paint and a matte finish paint. These were few old frames which they had, so tried to retain all the things whatever they wanted, because a lot of the time, the my client staying here is a senior citizen couple, and they were very clear of having the things what they already had in a good shape. So what happened was there was a balance which was needed, because some things which I wanted to give as an add-on in the flat were to be added, but it was to be balanced with the old furniture. So earlier, normally in the normal cases, what happens is everything is majorly new. So then for us to balance things becomes easier. But here, the main element of the bedroom were the old furniture, and that I had to balance with a new one. So this was the juggle. So now, as we gradually move from the passage towards my right, what you see is an entire slider wardrobe. I would be explaining the wardrobe in detail. First, I'll be taking you as per the shape of the room. Now, this is the entry for the master bathroom. Now, here the master bathroom door, ideally, which the builder had provided, was opening inside the bathroom, which is normally how the usual cases are. But what was happening was the bathroom is not a bigger one, it is a very compacted bathroom. So the door was not in a comfortable position. Once you open, there was not a comfortable space. So the same door, I have just tweaked a little bit and I have made it to open from outside. The door is opening from outside, so the door opens and then you go inside. So I've not changed the door, I have not changed anything in the bathroom. The existing door, only the opening has been changed. So yes, there were few challenges while doing that, but it was a very comfortable one. And after the change, you don't even feel like the door was this way. It feels like the door as it is was from, to be opened from the outside. Now here, this is the dresser area. For the dresser also, they were very particular that they wanted a place where they could sit and get ready, and they wanted a maximum storage. Also the decor, they wanted to have again old school pattern where we have the embellishments, where we have the border in wood, so that you feel that old vibes coming in. So now here, this is the dresser. So on purpose, I've gone for a border here on both the sides with a balance of white and wood. And this is the door for the dresser. So that entire dresser is with a mirror and a storage behind the door. Now this is again a puffy which comes out whenever my client wants, they can pull it out and then they can use it. And here again, I've gone for two storage drawers. Now, since my client has already occupied the flat, I'm not going to open each and every drawer because privacy part, and I'm also not comfortable opening all the drawers. So I'm just making you understand the arrangement. Now, again, this is a side table. Uh, on the side table, here, while designing the side table, there was one condition specified by my client, that she prefers ironing her own clothes and she preferred doing it in the master bedroom only. Although there were places where I could have given them a proper arrangement, but she was very comfortable doing the traditional way, keeping it on the bed and ironing the clothes. Now, because the clothes were to be ironed and then the hot iron, keeping the hot iron was a challenge. That was the reason why for the side tables, you see here, this is stone. This is my favorite G7, which I've kept on the side table. This is glued to the side table so that even if the hot iron is kept here, there won't be any issues as such. And again, the electrical provision is here. So iron, uske saath, all the other basic lights, fans, ACs are all distributed on both right and left side. Now, the bed is an old bed. I have not made a new bed here. This was the old bed which they already had in the earlier house. We had just polished it and reused it. So nothing has been done in the bed. And then the challenge was, the bed again was by veneer, and the veneer, if you see the grains of the veneer, are which were very much in trend in the 90s. So then that was the reason I had to again balance with a laminate which will not go offbeat. Hence, if you see, I have maintained a shade of white, and this is a wooden laminate by Merino. Here, this is a textured wooden laminate which is again going with the veneer of the bed. So now, since the bed is a bigger one, no, it is not a 5 by 6 typical size, it is ideally 6 by 6.5. So the bed is occupying a major volume in the bedroom. So then, just to give it a comfort, we have gone for two side tables on the right and on the left. And then we have gone for a plain dresser. There are just two soft lights on the wall. So in case raat mein, like at night when they want to just read or they just want to just chit chat and just discuss few things, these two lights are sufficient. The false ceiling is complete flat because they were very clear that they didn't wanted any pattern in the false ceiling. So false ceiling, I have gone for a flat false ceiling. The lights again are by Philips, and if you see, there are no cove light here. It is only the principal lights what we have, that also in the warm white shade, and we have two wall lights. So this flat, the shoot of this flat is very close to my heart because this is a balance of major old furniture with the new one. So the juggle was, to give a new look to the entire flat and yet maintain the oldness, which the nostalgic phase which my client wanted. So the photo shoot of this entire flat, you see there are very 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 minimalistic element in the flat, but it is giving a different feel of comfort, it is giving a different feel of soft and warmness in the flat. So now this wall, I could have gone for multiple wall art, wall effects, but they were very clear कि they didn't wanted anything on this wall. So what you see here behind me, the entire headboard wall is completely black with pure morning glory paint effect, so that the wall lights what we have are highlighting and giving a different pop in the room. So now as we gradually move towards my right is a three-door slider wardrobe. Now here, uh, they wanted a loft, but they didn't wanted a door which was completely coming till the bottom because of the age. They wanted the flexibility. So what we have gone for, we have gone for three bigger drawers. So if you see, the drawers are again with concealed trims, and this is again wooden finish laminate. This is white again by Merino. And here, because I wanted to add a little, because there is a lot of plainness maintained in the room, I wanted a little bit of highlight. So that was the reason why we have gone for this printed laminate. This is by Royal Touch. This was the latest edition which they have added in the library. And I wanted a floral kind of, I mean, it was their choice to have a floral element in the master bedroom. And we were fortunate enough to get this laminate here. Now, again, this is a three-door slider wardrobe. And since the client have already occupied, I'm not very much keen in showing the interior of the wardrobe, but just to make the arrangements. I mean, we have gone for drawers again with the glass fascia. This is soft close wardrobe fittings again by Hafley. We have got lights which are sensor enabled, and then on the top we have loft, which is again a very good size loft where you can accommodate all your travel bags. Now here, moving gradually ahead towards my right is a very small flower bed, which evenings if they want to have coffee or something like that, they can definitely. The view of the flat is also in such. I mean, the view of the flat is also such where you get to see, I mean, there's a railway station, Seawoods railway station, just adjacent. Yeah, I mean, adjacent to the society. So there are a lot of trains going on, and that is the look which you get from this balcony. So you have a mountain look. The Barsik hill, which is very famous in the Seawoods and Nerul area, is also visible. So the flower bed, we have gone for a minimalistic flower bed where they can just stand and they can just enjoy, the evening sunset, or maybe just having a small space where they can just stand and have a look of the podium, below. So this flat is on the 14th floor. So the look of the podium is a very good one. I'll be showing you from the living room, and I think I've covered the entire master bedroom, and I hope you like the video. Yes, there's one element. I mean, here in this flat, I've done absolutely zero civil work. So the flooring and everything was given by the builder. So we have not done any civil work. It was electrical, carpentry, painting, and woodwork, which was extensively done, along with some part of fabrication work in the duct area. And yes, furnishing again was completely brand new. So that's it from my end for the master bedroom.